snowboarders of the internet. I'm your host, Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Ride Warpig. This board features Ride's tapered directional rocker. So what you get is a little more rocker in the nose, flat section through the middle, rocker in the tail, with a slightly tapered shape. So what that's going to do is allow ease of entry in and out of turns, as well as pressability and playing around on the nose and the tail. You got this flat section for stability, and that taper is going to help the tail sink a little bit in fresh pow. This board is available in 142, 148, 151, 154, and 158. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on a day that was a mix of gray and blue skies. There was some fresh snow, leftover snow, chopped chunder, corduroy, kind of just all conditions after the storm had rolled through, and I rode it with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. This board has that predictable middle of the road flex. You have more play in the nose and the tail due to the rocker, slightly stiffer section through the middle with a fair amount of torsional flex to it. This board's stable to a point. You do get some chatter in the nose, but most of that dissipates before it hits the front foot unless you're in really choppy terrain and hauling ass. Then it kind of gets bucked around. Then again, if you're in just really rutted out choppy terrain, the whole thing kind of gets bucked around. So keep your knees bent. You just want to make sure that you're aware of what the limitations are with this board. With this board having a flat to rocker profile, it's got a skate-like pop. You don't have to load it up. You're just more or less rolling back on the tail, and then it's going to engage all that carbon back there and pop for you. It is a board that you can get up in the air with relative ease. It's easy to engage. You don't have to worry about it. It wants to launch off side hits, rollers, whatnot. When it comes to jumps, you can be a little more laid back, pop late off the lip, and it's going to throw you, or you can let the lip do all the work. Either way, this board can handle small, medium, large jumps with relative ease. When it comes to buttering with this board, you got to understand the flex points of it, right where that rocker meets the flat section. That's where you want to get your weight out. You're going to have to muscle it just a little bit, not a lot. And I know some of you are going to be like, I don't want to muscle it. Well, you know what? You can do it. Come on. I know you can. So once you muscled it, you're getting sideways, you're pressing into it. You've got a huge surface area on the nose. Slightly narrower surface area, but still huge on the tail. You can get sideways. You can do just about any variation with it. You don't really have to worry about it. When it comes to jibbing, the nice thing is you get snap out at the end of the feature. So you're doing a nose press, you let that carbon, you let the board rebound, you're going to pop out. Same thing with a tail press. When you get sideways, you got so much width. The stability is there for when you're going through a feature that it's smooth sailing. It does hug right around it. There's a lot of bend in it, but it's not like it's clapping out on you. So you don't have to worry about that. Overall, it's a fun board if you know what you're doing. If you don't, well, you probably should learn, and some of you might need to eat your muscle cheese. So here's the thing. If you got tiny little hobbit feet, you're probably going to think this is a little sluggish edge to edge. Those of you with normal feet, it's going to have a smooth transition. What's nice about this board is the flex pattern coupled with the side cut really lets you work. If you want to engage it off the front foot and just drive it that way, you can. If you want to steer it from the middle through the back, you can totally do that. That's what's nice about this board, is you can manipulate it how you want to see fit. Short, tight, quick carves, long, hard, drawn out ones. You never really have to worry about it with this board. It's a deck that you can lay a trench when you want to or be laid back. Now that they added the slim wall to this board, you do get a little bit better edge hold when you just rail it up on edge. You'll notice that it's just more energy going down. It feels a little more secure even on firmer or icier conditions. Who's this board for? The All Mountain Freestyle Party Boarder. Alright, so other than the new slim wall, this is the same predictable Warpig. It's a fun party board. You know how it's going to ride. You just get better edge hold with that slim wall. It rails turns. It does what it needs to do. With the way that they changed the construction with the slim wall, I did ram this thing into multiple things to see if I could get the top sheet to delam. It didn't. I'm not saying you can't, but I know that some people have been complaining about the topless top sheet on the Super Pig, Warpig, and whatnot, and how it delams easier. I tried to ram it at the points in the nose and the tail. I didn't get anything to actually happen with it. Not saying you can't. I just thought that was something that people would probably bitch about with this review, so I did it. Overall, fun board. I enjoyed it. Comparable boards: the Telos Backslash, the K2 Party Platter, the Kemper Phantom. Binding recommendations: the Ride C8, the Rome Katana, the Burton Malavita. This has been my review of the Ride Warpig. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, Remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications, that way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.